Hey everybody, what's going on? I haven't made a video in a little while, so thought I'd make my first of 2019. I kind of wanted to do a December one, which marked the 1 year of me actually making the first video of this of my channel, I guess, or whatever. And happy to say I'm over 100 subscribers. Doesn't mean people watch my, daily whatever. I don't make it daily, but any of my videos or, anything like that, they just say, hey, we're gonna go and hit it and see what's up. Soon, probably when people go to sleep, you'll watch it. So it's like to think 100 or whatever plus now people that actually sit there and watch me ramble and do whatever I do as far as talking and going on different types of things and shoots and stuff like that. Also like to thank Midnight Creature Studios for the beanie, Halloween beanie. So today is the 15th of January, and today is the DVD Blu-ray release of Halloween 2018. So I bought it on digital, so I've watched it numerous times at work and home and all this other stuff. Sometimes I even have it on a loop. So that's going on with that, and then pretty much nothing else. I've been asked a couple of times, how do I still deal with coming from my first video of depression and anxiety of being a cosplayer. It doesn't get any easier. It doesn't get, there is no open doors for, people, because you are always going to be judged no matter your height, your weight, whatsoever that you go and try to pull off. The best thing that I can sit there and say is go and do it. Try to avoid the negativity, avoid the bad comments from people, the whispers and all this other stuff that people, tend to do. It is easier said than done. I sometimes go and take it, I've taken it to heart a couple of times, like it's not point on, something's wrong, I'm kind of overweight, it doesn't look right, something to that nature. So I just tend to try to avoid it out, but a lot of times I can't, and I'll admit that I am my own worst critic. A lot of people will say pretty much the same thing as far as them, that their own, it's their own personal self. They are their own worst critics. And that's unfortunate. It comes with, self-esteem, bullying and stuff like that, which I was bullied and very low self-esteem back in high school. And it sucks. And the world is not getting any better, unfortunately. So, the best way that I can say is to go out there. If you feel like you're going to go to a convention and you want to cosplay as Batman, as Wonder Woman, as whoever you want to be, whoever you feel like that you would like to be, I say do it. Go to the conventions and see what it's like. See if you enjoy going to them. If you see like tons and tons of cosplayers that's like dressed up the same way, get some insight. Join them. Saying, hey, you know what? Hey, I'm here. I'm dressed like Batman. I'm with Batman. Go find a couple of Jokers, Harley Quinns, stuff like that. More towards my taste and stuff is that I have dressed like Kylo Ren before a couple of times. What got me kind of out of that situation was the fact of the way there's this organization called the 501st. I tried to apply. They said my boots were not exact correct. I need an extra thing or an extra strap on the boot. So what it was is that I, kind of was very depressed in that type of situation because I thought it was legit. I thought I looked 100%. I followed their guidelines on their website. No, that they're like, well, it has to be 100%, blah, 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 authenticity and all this other stuff. Well, the thing is that if you're missing one dang strap off the boot, you shouldn't be penalized for it, because who's really going to go and look at the boots? I'm sorry, but the Kylo Ren that's over in Disneyland, that's a piece of crap. Like literally, like the head and everything else that I've taken pictures with. You can probably look on Instagram, Kylo Ren Disneyland or something like that, or I've posted a few pictures on my Instagram that sits there and said, the helmet doesn't even look correct with the flap over. It dangles in the movie and everything else, where his at Disneyland is like two-dimensional. Like there's nothing prop with that. So I got out of that, the Star Wars, because of it. I said, screw it, I'm done. Before that, I was doing Michael Myers. I went back to Michael Myers. And so a lot of people sat there and says that, my costume is great. It's awesome looking. I had the Trick or Treat Studios Deluxe Halloween 2 Myers that you see like at Spirit and stuff like that now, and pretty much everybody's wearing. I just had to redo the hair and try to style it correctly. There's even a tear, the blood tears, that's the mask as well. But then it just started, more and more researching on the fact of what I felt comfortable with. If you feel comfortable more being one character, then you should go ahead and do it. You should sit there and say, screw what everybody else is saying. Screw it. Do what you do and how it makes you feel. And if people give you compliments, which I think is like the best thing ever as a cosplayer, especially, you get people that go and take some sort of all kinds of pictures and photos with you, and they want their kids, to join in and saying hi and everything. That's a rush. That's the big plus of being a cosplayer. Depression, anxiety, I understand what everybody goes through. Not everybody is the same as far as depression, anxiety goes, social anxiety, everything like that. There's no two are the same. Everybody's different. Mine's different compared to the next guy. That person's different to the next person. So do what you got to do. Be who you want to be. if you want to be that person, then go and be that person. The best way to better yourself as far as a cosplayer goes, talk to other cosplayers. Go to social media. Excuse me. Go to other cosplayers on social media and saying, hey, you know what? How did you get this? Or where did you get this? How much? And a lot of the cosplaying stuff is cheap. I mean, it's probably maybe like $25 or less, depending upon what you want. If you have or 90% of the stuff and you need a staff and all this other stuff, there's a lot of YouTube videos on how to do, you know, your own staff, a gun or whatever that it is. So, short video. So this is kind of like a part 3, like a year later type thing. I plan on doing some Halloween, Michael Myers type things and showcasing them and stuff like that. That was sent to me and everything. So like to say Happy New Year, Happy 2019. I don't say this every day because I just like log off and I'm done. If you want to, leave a comment or something like that, go ahead at the bottom. If you go and do if you want to do a thumbs up, at least you let me know that at least I'm doing something right, I mean, even if it's one's like, hey, you know what? You're doing something right. Okay, I'll make the video for one person. At least I know he's watching, or she's watching, or it's watching, or so. But my time is over. I gotta go to work, and every day is Halloween.